Hello, hello. Welcome to the Sunday chat.
Welcome. Happy Sunday football day.
Yes.
That's what I'm talking about.
He's probably going to do most of the talking. I don't feel good today. My throat hurts up into my eyeballs and my nose, so it's probably be a lot of football talk.
Oh, I got lots of football talk.
Yeah, so.
The Kelsey Bowl. But however, Bigfoot Fish Tanks, I was here today. That's awesome. Thank you so much. Nope. Welcome. Mark, good to see you.
Welcome.
Ricky, are you all ready for some football? Yes, I am, Ricky. I am very ready for football.
I asked him today, I was like, if I have nothing invested in this game, but I really hope that they win, does that make me a fan? Am I a football fan now? Like, for real?
Skull Aquatics, what's up, man? Hope you're doing well. Scuba Steve-O.
Welcome.
How's it going, buddy? Hope you're doing well.
I hope everybody feels better than my throat.
Hopefully you're breeding some more awesome fish, which you've already won before for. So hopefully all that is going well for you. Yeah, it is Super Bowl Sunday, and I am absolutely excited.
Yeah, he's been cooking and watching football stuff. I think we've been thinking about cooking for 3 days. Now we're finally cooking.
Yes, I have been contemplating what I was going to make, so I didn't have to make too much, but I want to make
snacks on top of snacks on top of snacks are we going to do?
Yeah, how you can do that? Well, it's just kind of like feeding fish food. You know, you can feed kind of the same thing, but twist it just a little bit to make everybody happy. That's what I was thinking. That's where I was going with that.
Well, we don't ever eat the same thing twice because we can't ever remember the recipe twice.
Well, pretty close. I mean, it's the same thing. You feed your fish a variety of stuff, usually, typically, and we do the same thing with ourselves. And I mean, I think that's a pretty good talking point myself, but...
Sure.
Shane's Tanks and Bowls, what's up?
Welcome. Thanks for being here. There's a lot going on today.
Well, I am doing as much as I can for the Super Bowl. Me and Ed, Chattanooga Ed, super big Chiefs fans, so hence Tennessee Mafia hat. Got my Chiefs stuff on.
My mom made me a shirt.
I am
It's
good to
super
go.
sparkly.
My son's going to be over here later. We're going to be chilling out. I'm going to be yelling at the TV. He's going to be eating all my good food.
Yeah. Probably.
That's what's going to be going on a little bit later, but it's going to be fun. It's going to be a good time. Hopefully, I don't have to throw the TV out the front window.
I just wish I felt better. I'll probably still cheer, but I was like, dang. First it was you, then it was the little man, and then it finally struck me. And I'm like, bleh. But for fish news, Jesse is getting, well, you have access to some wood that instead of buying the metal shelves, I think we might actually build the shelves for the other side of him. We trying to do that up a little bit so we can spread out some more tanks so it's not so squashed on this side. But I don't know if we really know what we're going to do quite yet, honestly. About the time we have a game plan, we changed it. But having access to that, something you don't have to pay for is nice.
Well, yeah. Well, and already, you said it was fish, flu, and football. Well, with football goes food, and I barely read into it. I read that as no nachos. Well, that's like the whole theme of my football stuff is dip and nachos. Either it's nachos, chili cheese with hot dogs, French fries.
Yeah.
it's insane around my house about how
I
much
was like,
we love
let's-
our dip.
I was like,
we
let's
are
just
dip.
do
we
hamburgers.
are Midwest dip people. I do not know how to explain that anymore. You can hook me with a dip. You will know if I love it, and I will be all over it.
Yeah.
Vinoski, sup? What's going on? Daniel, hello. Skipper.
Welcome to the chat.
Skipper, on my way from the depths of the unknown.
I bet that was a cool visit. Daniel just got to a Super Bowl party. Just wanted to say hi. Enjoy the game, everyone. Go Chiefs.
Oh, there we go. Daniel, you got my vote. Hands up. You got my vote. I'm here. Q Aquatics.
Hi.
Oh, we know where that's at. Philadelphia.
I hope you know where that's at by
Oh,
now.
I do. Well.
Given what day it is, I might know where it's at.
Well, I'm sorry.
I've had some Tylenol.
I'm sorry to let you down here in a few hours. I apologize.
I apologize.
Right now, I'm going to do it up front.
I told him
That-
yesterday, I was like, you're either going to be really sad or really pissed. There's really not going to be too much middle ground.
Well, either way, Ed and Donna win. The Kelsey family wins.
Yeah, I think they pretty much take the game win.
The Kelsey family wins. They have a boy on both teams. So that's like having your two favorite fish, really. I mean, it's there. You can't lose.
She says, keep talking.
Oh, well. Select Pet. Hello.
He's really good at talking. I can tell you.
Well, I'm happy, and I have been.
He's running on cloud nine right now
Yeah.
for sure. He's had too much drink, too much yummy dip, and too much Super Bowl coverage.
Well, I started watching Super Bowl coverage yesterday.
We started watching Super Bowl coverage after the last game. Because for some reason, I like to watch like the discussion, the predictions, the build-up, like all the little shows, because I don't know,
Well,
so it helps.
the other fun of it is, it really is kind of like going to an auction and listening to people like, don't buy this, buy that. Is like the over-under bets, the prop bets, everything that's else is going on. You got a bunch of different people telling you a bunch of different things, but it always boils down to your own opinion, just like the fish world. It boils down to what works for you and what you feel comfortable with. So I have blasts of fun with it. I know it kind of raises your anxiety a little bit, but
What? I don't know how to explain. Loud noises get on my nerves. So, like, if the radio's too loud, if the TV's too loud, if you're just talking generally too loud, it just kind of, I don't know, just, I don't like it. And then when the game's loud and you're screaming, and usually there's like 3 people talking, I'm like, I'm just gonna go chill out over here for a minute. I'll come back. I just watch it on my phone and carry it around. The Aquatic Morning Show, welcome.
Select
say hi?
Pet.
Yes, welcome.
I didn't say hi to Select Pet.
And Big Tank Hank. I don't think we said hi. Hi. I keep
I
scooting
did not
in closer
say hi to Big
'cause
Tank Hank. So what's up, Big Tank Hank?
You think every week, like, I feel like my eyes would get better, and I try to start way back here, and then it just works way back out. Yeah.
Works. What's up? Yes. Yeah. Hit that. Salient. Aquatic. Sup.
Welcome.
Anyway, back to what I was going with. Yeah, you don't like the
I don't.
I guess the
don't.
amount of emotion I
No,
put.
it's not the amount of the emotion. You can have the same amount of emotion 3 notches a little quieter. You can still go like, "Wow,
Mario,
team."
I will let you have Fly Eagles Fly. I will let you have that.
But when you shake the windows, it's a little
But
loud.
unfortunately, the Chiefs are going to shoot an arrow through your wings.
Wait, yeah, we hope.
That's just my prediction.
You know, it just always goes better
It's
if we...
not me poking fun. It's just my prediction. There's just too much the other way. Yes, on paper the Eagles have a better all-around team. I
need
will
some
give you that.
earplugs.
You win there.
Yeah, that would help. Give me some earplugs.
Well, just stick your fingers in your ears. You're like, no.
Yeah. I'm just generally too lazy right now because I don't feel good.
Well. Mario, realistically, I think Casey takes it. Well, I hope everyone that enjoys football, I think it's going to be a really good game. I really do. They're really well matched up on both sides of the ball. So I think it's going to be a good I think it'll be a great game.
Well,
And I hope it is, because traditionally that's the one thing that has made me really mad about the Super Bowl is the AFC, NFC playoff games are the Super Bowl. When you watch the Super Bowl, it's just a blowout. You pretty much know who's going to win, and you're like, these two shouldn't even be matched up. This one could be one for the record books.
Well,
This could be a good game.
Like, it drives you crazy, and it drives me, like, because, you know, I just got done saying I don't like loud noises. But when it's super one-sided, it's just get kind of boring. So if it is a close match and a good game, and they go back and forth, even though it's, like, makes your heart race, you're like, oh my gosh, it's still more entertaining to watch, you know? But I used to
Absolutely.
just watch it for the commercials and the halftime show. Now I'll pay more attention. I just come back every so often, check in, be like, okay, the commercials. But since you watch football, I get more into it, I guess.
Well, we got a good question. Kind of fill up a little bit. Is Science Guy, where's your fish room set up there?
It's in our dining room and our basement. We've kind of taken over the dining room. That's our larger tanks. And, like, our silver arowana. And then down here is more of our live bears, more of our smaller
Well,
tanks.
I guess you can tell them what you did with the axolotl, because
We did last week, but it's still doing good. We moved it upstairs into that 40-gallon, and it's just overall much, 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 much better.
yeah. Well, we have
She did well in that 20 long. Like, everything was, but I just feel like this 40, and the temperature's a little bit better, and it's closer to a freezer, so it's easier to just cool it, because we don't have anything but water bottles right now to cool it. But being a 40-gallon breeder over the 20 long, and that room is just naturally a little bit colder, so for right now it's helping us out. And the summertime might be a little bit more of a challenge keeping it. We try to keep it 64 the best we can, but
which is one you will have to stay in tune for the live chat and videos. I am going to do a hack on that. I am going to build a chiller
yeah, eventually.
out of a mini fridge
Did
to
we
show
say
you
hi
how to
to
chill a
Jen?
tank
Jen?
cheaper.
Hi, Jen. You welcome.
Yes, I was just getting ready to say that. Whip, what's up?
When I catch the opportunity to see something that I can read, I'm like, hey. But the other side of this basement is kind of like a long rectangle, and right behind Jesse there used to be some doors that were supposed to be sliding doors, but they never did anything.
I put them in, and I didn't put them to where I wanted them to slide because I had a wrestling mat, and we did a lot of very combat type stuff. So we didn't want to fly into the other room. So I kind of shortened them just enough to where they would touch, so they had a little bit of drag. So if a full-grown human hit them, you'd pop the door, but you wouldn't fly into something else.
Yeah. But we haven't really decided. I know we wanted to expand. I think the most, if we get any new tanks, they'd probably be, I like 40-gallon breeders, but we don't know how many. We don't know how many. So we need to figure that out before we decide like how to build the shelves. But I think we were originally going to build it, and then we're like, it'd probably be better if we just buy the big oversized metal ones. And now since he's got that wood we can use, and we don't, they're just giving it to us. I was like, well, that might change things.
Works. Yes, it is. Basically like making a kegerator.
Yeah.
And I already have one of those, so yeah. Stay tuned for that. Mm-hmm. I'm looking to pick up another little bitty mini fridge and coil that bad boy up. Mm-hmm. Because there's several little tweaks you can do to it to change how cold you can make it and the amount of coils and different things. So that's what I'm going to do. It's going to be cool. It's going to be fun. I hope everybody stays around, checks it out. It'll be a good time for me.
Yeah.
I like those little projects, and that's the only reason Carrie keeps me around anyway. Mm-hmm. Because if you look up buying a cooler, oh my goodness, it's outrageous what they want for them. It's nuts for what they are. Versus what they're doing, you're like, why does this cost this? It's insane to me.
I don't get a whole lot done when I'm around that tank. I should be like doing stuff, but I'm like, you're so cute, I'm just gonna watch you.
Well, I gotta move it. Oh, sweet. Same name, spelled the same. That is so awesome.
Yeah.
That is outstanding. You're the winner. High five. I've had my name spelled wrong my entire life.
I guarantee you I probably got mine spelled more wrong.
I am an IE baby that they've spelled it that way for my entire life. So I understand your pain.
Mm-hmm. My grandma still spells my name in my birthday card with a C. And
Well, that's because
she's my blood, so that's what I'm going to end up like.
That's because she's crazy and she's like 152 years old.
She is not. That's rude.
It's all right. My grandma died at a young age. She was only like 101. It's not that big a deal.
Yeah.
I mean, she was just into the prime of her life.
Your granny was pretty much my next door neighbor growing up, and I was terrified to speak to her. I don't think I ever said a complete sentence. I was just like, okay, I'll go home.
Yeah, and you're still, now, as a full-grown adult, you're just as tall as my grandmother was. She was a little bitty short lady that was like 80 pounds soaking wet holding a brick.
Yeah, and she held her ground, too. I tell you.
Oh, that's hilarious. However, moving forward, yes, if Carrie will let me do it, and we have the opportunity, behind me, all these tanks are going to go, and I'm going to stretch it another about 14 feet and it will be tanks wall to wall. It will
Just
be
do around the perimeter of the room.
yeah, it'll be around the perimeter.
So we can do maintenance and things. I mean, it's not hard. We can still do everything. It's just if you move sideways, you're going to hit something. And if we can just kind of right now it's like a little square box. Just open it up. We'll have so much more room.
Well,
I'm looking forward to it.
I think it'll be fun.
Especially when it's down here, these bottom tanks right here. I have to have a special bucket to do water changes, and when you lift it up, otherwise it doesn't start very easy.
Well, I
And
think
when you lift it up to dump it, you always it just spills.
Well,
and things like that. I feel like it's going to solve a lot of like little inconvenience problems.
Well, and I think it's going to be fun because then, even as far as the live stream, podcast, everything that we do, we can stretch this out. Really stretch it out where we're close right now, but we can stretch it out so you can see more, you can visualize more, you can get to connect with kind of what we got going on a little more. And I think it'd just be a really good fit. And you've got me hooked now, so
Why not? Take advantage.
Yeah.
Let's go shopping.
well, I know you're not going to turn me down on if I'm going to make more room for you to have more fish.
Nope. We can instantly super chat y'all some whiskey and wine.
Oh man, that would be Ricky. That would be awesome.
Is it a hot toddy that's supposed to help with the sore throat?
Yes, it is.
That,
Hot
yeah,
toddy.
so that's what I need.
That's whiskey with a little bit of honey.
Unfortunately, I spent my whole 20s just drinking hard room temperature alcohol, and that's probably why I suffer from horrendous stomach problems, and the smell of alcohol just isn't super, because I know I'm like, tomorrow I'm going to feel like crap. And Jesse, he just sticks with his man beer. So
Hello and welcome.
yeah, my 20s were fun, and I have some great stories, but I can't no more. I'm like, dang, I partied myself all my party out. Now I'm just kind of boring.
Well, and we will, because I know Carrie. She's going to force me into this.
You say it like it's so bad. Like, what am I gonna force you into? What's so horrible going and doing what?
Well, you're not going to force me into it, but if I go ahead, which I will anyway, so I go ahead and I stretch it out, and when I stretch it out, at least I will be able to grow more plants. She knows I love to grow plants.
Yeah. My best grower so far is algae.
Well, that's because we don't turn the lights off enough.
Yeah, we really do need to get timers. Every time I feel like I'm doing a good job, I'm like, apparently I'm not.
Well, we grow several different types of plants really well. I mean,
Some are definite. Some are a standout for sure, and some are hanging in there, and some are like, I guess some of those crypts that are over, and that one I was just surprised that they took off, but they're just slow. They're not growing as fast as some of the other
well,
ones. But
we can grow crypts like nobody's business. They just
in one particular tank.
well, and a couple tanks. That one.
That's not a crypt, darling. That's a what? It's the bronze.
That's a bronze crypt.
No, it's a. It
Yes,
starts
it
with a
is.
W.
That's a crypt.
I don't
Yes,
think
it
it is.
is.
Okay, sure. Why not?
That's a bronze crypt in that tank.
The tag's over in that drawer. We'll have to look. I can't remember.
That is a bronze crypt in that tank. And I took that to a friend's house, and he was able to plant it, regrow it, and it kept growing, and that's where we got the goldfish from. It stayed alive.
Yeah.
That is a bronze crypt.
So we're both right. So, because Skull got it. That's the word. I just don't know how to pronounce it, but it is a crypt. So we're both right.
I was like, what are you talking about? I was like, I don't know all my plants because there's way too many.
I don't know them all either.
There's way too many.
That's the one right down there in that Platy's tank that we got the last show. It's in that back corner and it's starting to spread. But it's a
Okay.
crypt.
There's
How do you pronounce it? Did that what Skull said? How do you pronounce it?
Windeye.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know how to pronounce it, but it's that one.
Select Pet now.
got that-
He's
we
like
got that
Bronze
from-
Windeye.
We got it from Lucas at, I don't remember which Aquashella, but we got it from Lucas at one of the Aquashellas. And that's really the only thing that's in there, and it's just taken the whole tank. And I'm like, man, I hate to, like, uproot it to spread it out even though I need to.
Well, I'm with Nope on, yeah, I'm not a big fan of the fact that I get the IE on my name, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
I'll take it. It happens. QC, hey y'all. What's
Oh,
up?
let's go.
Mario, do you guys plan on doing summer tubs this year?
Yep.
And what plants do you recommend for ponds? Well, we keep a lot of our ponds set up year round, our tubs.
Well, our larger tubs are 300
So,
gallon tubs, but our smaller, like 30-gallon ones, we don't set
yeah,
up
we
year-round.
we strip those down. But our larger tubs, we keep going year round.
Mm-hmm.
And usually we have, I guess, what would you call it, Carrie? A native type species or a very hardy species in there?
I feel like they're hardy. Yes, they were. The rosy red minnows from PetSmart, we put in there years ago. And we add some every so often, but they don't even look like the same. And then we have one tub that's mosquito fish that his uncle caught for us a few years ago, and those did really well. But we just have a solar fountain on that one, and then the white cloud minnows are in the other one. And then in the smaller tubs, I did really well with rice fish, and then we usually always do guppies. But for plant-wise, I've been having better luck with floating plants.
Anything to shade it a little bit?
The one that I don't have very good luck with is water lettuce. I don't have very good luck with that one. But again, I don't know the name of it, but it's just a really small little floating plant. It looks like duckweed, but it's bigger. It does really well in the tubs. We've done Vallisneria in there, but I usually just...
the spangles?
Yeah.
We do the spangles. It's kind of, I guess it's similar to duckweed, but it's bigger leafed. Mm-hmm. It covers a larger water surface area.
What other plants? This one above my head, that started in one of the tubs, but we took it out and put it in here, and it does better, and we never moved it back outside, but that's a hydrophilia plant up there. And that we put that in the white clouds, and then that winter, the first time we had it the winter, we pulled it out and brought it down here. But I would say the last couple, we've done more floating plants than anything. I'm trying to think back. We do pond lilies and let them grow up. But what else? I think that's about it when it comes to the plants outside. But we don't have, there was a fish store about 30, 45 minutes away that had a bunch of pond plants, but they never reopened. So we have Lowe's, and then when we get to go to the auction, and then when we order stuff online, but we haven't really gotten anything specific for the pond in a little bit. But I always try to get a hold of water lettuce. It does better in this Tetra tank behind me than anywhere else, but I wouldn't say it's thriving like the other stuff.
I would say, unfortunately, like everyone, duckweed and the Spangles. Which,
Yeah, he's got a whole a pond at the farm. We didn't go there when the dogs got lost. We were looking for the dogs, and we stumbled upon this pond, and it was full. I was like, oh my gosh! Now that I know what it is, I was like, geez. But it is 5 o'clock. Do you want to say anything wrapping up?
well, everyone's having fun pronouncing. I've heard it a million different ways.
I don't. I just feel stupid because
Wintai.
I don't feel good. I had too much
the-
medicine, but I still wanted to hang out with you guys on Super Bowl, so
Wintai.
it happened.
Typically, I just hear it as a bronze crypt, and then they add the W to the end of it. Mm-hmm. And
I have no idea.
that's how they do. That's how they do that.
But I'm excited. I hope everybody has a good rest of the day. We're gonna chillax and watch the Super Bowl, and hopefully Jesse's in a good mood next week.
Yeah, select pet. Yeah, say it with confidence. Yeah, that's
half the battle. That's when I was in my ecology class and we had to do that like the scientific names. I
Yeah.
can't even say the like.
Yeah, you and you have to
You
go
want
down
me
the.
to go? You want me to say what?
You have to go down the nomenclature.
I was like, I barely can speak like Missourian. But thank
Dave,
you.
what's up? Crystal, I have to say hi to Crystal.
Yes.
Crystal Pets and Plants, what's up? Hope you're having a wonderful weekend.
Yes.
Select Pet gets it. Just say it with confidence.
Mm-hmm.
I do bronze crypt Windeye.
Yeah.
That's how I say it. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I apologize.
We're generally wrong, but we try. And when someone says, "Hey, it's this," we'll be like, "Okay, thank you."
Well, the worst they could say it is Wintai. You add the T and the I to the end of it. That's it. That's the only difference. But, however,
Well, happy Super Bowl Sunday. May the Chiefs win, and we will see you next week.
yes.
Bye.
Bye. Thanks everyone for tuning in. Have a good week, and I will see you next Sunday.
Bye.